Welcome to Introduction to Software Architecture. After watching this video, you will be able to describe what software architecture is, explain the importance of well-designed software architecture, explain how software architecture impacts design decisions such as tech stacks and production environments, and list several artifacts from software architecture design. Software design and documentation take place during the design phase of the SDLC. Software architecture, simply put, is the organization of the system. Software architecture serves as a blueprint for the software system that the programmers use to develop the interacting components of the software. The architecture comprises the fundamental structures of a software system and explains the behavior of that system. The architecture defines how components should interact with each other, the operating environment, and the principles used to design the software. The software architecture captures early design decisions that are often costly to change once implemented, and a software's architecture addresses non-functional aspects of the application, such as performance, scalability, maintainability, interoperability, security, and manageability. Well-designed software architecture is important for a number of reasons. First, it balances the differing needs of the stakeholders and serves as a basis for communication among team members. Next, the architecture represents the earliest design decisions, and those decisions conflate other coding implementation decisions later in the development process. Also, the well-designed architecture allows for agility due to changing requirements. A well-organized architecture increases the lifespan of a software system, even when implementation details change. Architectural design also guides the choice of technology stacks used for the system. Remember that architecture addresses non-functional capabilities, so choosing stacks that address these requirements is paramount in the design phase. Recall that a tech stack is a list of all the technologies, including software, programming languages, libraries, and frameworks that will be used to create the system. The architects must be aware of the stack's advantages and disadvantages to anticipate development needs. Much like blueprints communicate design decisions to the builders of a house, there are also several artifacts produced during the architectural design phase that are used to communicate the software design to the stakeholders. These artifacts include a software design document, or SDD, an architectural diagram, and unified modeling language, or UML diagrams. The SDD is a collection of technical specifications that indicate how the design should be implemented. It provides a functional description of the software and design considerations, such as assumptions, dependencies, constraints, requirements, objectives, and methodologies. The architectural diagram displays components, their interactions, their constraints, and their confines. It displays the architectural patterns used in the design. Architectural patterns are general, reusable solutions to commonly occurring problems and will be discussed in more detail in an upcoming video. UML diagrams are diagrams that communicate structure and behavior using common programming language agnostic notation. UML diagrams will also be discussed in more detail in another video. But another topic to be discussed in this module as it relates to software architecture includes production deployment considerations. The architecture drives choices about the environment in which the software is released. The production environment is comprised of the infrastructure that runs and delivers the application to the end user, such as the servers, load balancers, and databases. In this video, you learned that software architecture functions as a blueprint and represents the underlying organization of the application. A good architectural design is important because it serves as a basis for communication among team members. Software architecture represents the earliest design decisions, is hard to change once development starts, and accommodates changing requirements during development. Architectural design influences technology stack choices and the production environment, And artifacts resulting from the design include the SDD, the architecture diagram, and UML diagrams.